Hello! Good day mga kaguro! Sa mga nagre-request ng complete RPMS portfolios for this school year 2021 to 2022 para makomplete ang full cycle of embedding the 37 PPST indicators into teachers' performance, eto na po ang complete templates with MOVs and annotation na pwede nyo pong gawing guide para sa pag-accomplish nyo ng inyong mga RPMS portfolios. Ano-ano nga ba ang mga MOVs na dapat nating ihanda para sa ating RPMS ngayong taon? Ready na ba ang inyong mga MOVs para sa ating RPMS portfolios? Charan! This is my RPMS portfolio for this school year 2021 to 2022. Ito ang aking cover page template. Ang design ko ngayong taon ay blue and gusto ko yung parang engine ang background para feel na feel ang futuristic effect. Dito sa ating front cover nakalagay ang details ng ating school, name of teacher as the ratee, name of your master teacher or school head as your rater. So, para sa CRA1, we have the content, knowledge, and pedagogy. Sa objective 1, applied knowledge of content, madali lang dito dahil rating sheet lang ang kailangan. During our COT, binibigyan tayo ng copy ng rating sheet from our raters. Ito naman ang observation notes form. At dahil wala tayong face-to-face ngayong school year, ang observation natin ay through a video lesson na ginawa natin during our conduct of online classes. O kaya naman during LAC session na nagde-demo tayo together with our co-teachers na ino-observe ng ating school head or rater. Then, we have objective number 2. Ito po ay bago and dinagdag under CRA1. Used research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. Ang MOV na ilinagay ko dito ay ang lesson plan na ginamit ko during my demo sa English Quarter 3, Compare and Contrast, na nagpapakita ng cooperative learning, summarizing, and note-taking, identifying similarities and differences, and providing opportunities for pupils practice ay ilan sa mga halimbawa ng isang research-based strategies that may have the greatest likelihood of affecting our students' learning. Let's proceed to Objective 3. It is about the displayed proficient use of MTB, Filipino, or English as a medium of instruction to facilitate teaching and learning through synchronous teaching. Just like Objective 1, madali lang ito dahil rating sheet lang ang kailangan. You can also provide annotations. Since it's pandemic and classes were still suspended, our division's English department made use of podcasting as an avenue to cater all types of learners sa pagsagot ng kani-kanilang modules. Etong audio podcast sa English subject ay complete from Quarter 1 to Quarter 4, starting from grades 2 to senior high school. Maaari itong gamitin ng mga bata kahit offline dahil pakikinggan lang nila through an MP3. Another example is yung two-way radio na ginagamit ng ibang teachers from other divisions and yung conduct of online classes to provide group of pupils to engage in learning at the same time together from different locations. Let's proceed to Objective 4 dahil again rating sheet lang naman ang kailangan. You can also provide annotation to support your claim. Used effective verbal and non-verbal classroom communication strategies to support learner understanding. Ang MOV na linagay ko dito sa objective na ito ay ang mga emoticons tulad ng good job, try again, at iba pa. And I use also signals to add meaning para maipaabot ko sa aking mga mag-aaral ang understanding, engagement, and achievement nila sa isang paksa. Let's move on to CRA2 learning environment. Let's proceed to objective number 5. Again, rating sheet ulit ang kailangan natin dito. Again, you can provide annotations. Bago magsimula ang aming lesson, we always review yung mga do's and don'ts na dapat tandaan in order to establish and secure proper learning environments to avoid distractions and magkaroon sila ng focus while attending our online class. Next is Objective 6. Maintain learning environments that promotes fairness, respect, and care to encourage learning. Again, rating sheet ulit ang kailangan natin dito. Again, you can provide annotations. Ipapakita ng mga bata ang magagandang asal tulad ng pagiging pantay o patas sa kapwa bata, paggalang at paghikayat sa kapwa niya bata na mag-aral ng mabuti sa kabila ng pandemya o problemang kinakaharap ng bawat isa. Sa Objective 7 naman ay maaaring 1, 2, or 3 ang gamiting MOV. Sa akin, ang ilalagay kong MOV dito ay ang mga activity sheet, work-home learning plan at video lessons sa MTB na parts of the newspaper. Dahil may mga performance tasks din akong ipinagawa sa aking mga pupils through their own video vlog na ipinapaliwanag ang kanilang paboritong parte ng isang newspaper o pahayagan na nagpapakita ng pag-participate ng learners through collaborative continued learning. Next is Objective 8. Tulad ng naunang objective, maaaring 1, 2, o 3 ang gamiting MOV. Sa akin, ang ilinagay kong MOV dito ay ang activity sheet, SLM at work-home learning plan sa Arts Quarter 1 na tungkol sa mga element ng art tulad ng kulay, tekstura at hugis na makikita sa natural na bagay at kapaligiran. Ang paksang ito ay nagpapakita ng different strategies that maintains the learning environment that motivates the learners to work productivity for their own learning. You can include your annotations stating that the performance tasks and activities in this lesson provided the pupils to use their prior knowledge sa mga bagay na nakikita nila sa kapalibutan as the basis of creating their output. Sinama ko rin ang mga recorded videos ng mga pupils habang ginagawa nila ang kanilang gawain. Next is CRA number 3. Diversity of Learners, Curriculum and Planning. Itong CRA 3 natin is almost the same last year. Sa CRA 2 ang mayroong maraming pagbabago. Sa Objective 9, Designed, Adapted, and Implemented Teaching Strategies. Madali lang dito dahil may 2 set na pwede mong pagpilian kung alin ang available MOVs mo para sa objective na ito. Sa Set A, rating sheet lang ang kailangan. Pwede mong gamitin dito yung rating sheet na naipakita mo ang iyong teaching strategies on how to respond or cater to your learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. Or sa Set B naman, pwedeng gumamit ng teacher reflection form. So far, based sa objective na ito, Teachers Handling SPED Class or GT, yung gifted and talented. Pero sa atin, minsan may mga pupils din tayo na may different learning styles. Yun na lang ang ilalagay ko sa annotation ko. In this lesson, I ask my pupils to draw a poster or make a slogan, dance or sing. They can choose what activity they like to do to showcase their different skills, abilities, and talents. Sa akin, etong Set A na COT ang ilalagay ko. Let's move on to Objective 10. Bago din ito, adapted and used culturally appropriate teaching strategies to address the needs of learners from indigenous groups. Again, COT ang ilalagay and you can just add your annotation like all the examples in this AP lesson was contextualized according to my pupils' needs, culture, and the current community or situation they are living. Next is Objective 11. Ang target ng objective na ito ay ang progress report ng ating mga learners under the adapted and contextualized learning program after implementation. Ang MOVs na pwede nyo ditong ilagay ay yung mga ginawa nyo accomplishment or completion report, action plans or proposals, or activity matrix that shows an adapted or contextualized learning program. Sa akin, ang ilalagay ko dito ay yung ginawa naming proposal for Brigada Pagbasa na need i-conduct kasi ito yung main problem that needs immediate solution and makita ang improvement ng isang problema. Sa school namin, I had my proposal on Brigada Pagbasa which will cater our struggling and non-readers to develop their abilities in reading which is appropriate in their current grade levels. Meron din akong action plan sa reading that covers the whole year plan of activities and accomplishment report kung saan lahat ng activities sa action plan mo ay nagawa at naisakatuparan. Let's proceed to Objective 12, which is about the utilized assessment data to inform the modification of teaching and learning practices and programs. In this objective, we have three options na pwedeng yung gamitin as your MOV. Pwedeng yung accomplishment report or enhancement activity na ginamit nyo for remedial session, summer reading camp, field ERI, or conduct of your CRLA. Pwedeng intervention material like reading booklets, charts, reading video lessons, and the like. Or lesson plan or activity log for remediation, enhancement, and learning practices. Sa akin, ang linagay ko dito is the accomplishment report, learning materials used, and the literacy results during the conduct of our CRLA. Let's move on to Craft 4, Community Linkages and Professional Engagement. Sa Objective 13, same as last year, maintain learning environment that are responsive to community context. We can use the communication letter about a program or activity sa mga parents, accomplishment report of a program, minutes of a consultative meeting with our co-teachers during our weekly kumustahan or staff meeting as our MOV. Then, dito naman sa Objective 14, reviewed personal teaching practice using existing laws and regulations na na-apply mo sa teaching profession. Ang mga MOV na kailangan dito ay annotated videos or audio recordings that shows the impact of regularly reviewing one's teaching practices, lesson plan or activity sheet, or assessment materials. And pwede rin kayong maglagay ng personal reflection and you can add your attendance during your LAC session na nagpakita ng coaching and mentoring sessions for the review of personal teaching practices. Let's proceed to Objective 15. It's about harmonious relationships with learners, parents, and stakeholders. Same ito sa Objective 9 last year, which is related in building relationships with parents and stakeholders to facilitate in the educative learning process. Ang ginamit kong MOV dito ay proof of participation in a school community partnership during the conduct of our Brigada Pagbasa program na may different activities din yung mga reading volunteers, parents, and stakeholders. Meron ding attendance and minutes of meeting during the said activities and syempre, yung communication letter for more accessible and immediate dissemination of important informations and reminders. Next is Objective 16, applied a personal philosophy of teaching that is learner-centered. Ang MOV na kailangan dito ay one lesson plan na nagpapakita ng application of a learner-centered teaching philosophy tulad ng constructivism, existentialism as basis for planning and designing of a lesson. Sunod ay ang Objective 17, adopted practices that uphold the dignity of teaching as a profession na nagtataglay pa rin ng tamang pag-uugali, respeto at integridad bilang isang dakilang guro. Ang MOV na maaari nating ilagay dito ay documented feedback from your superiors, colleagues, or parents, reflecting your good practices that upholds the dignity of teaching as a profession. Sunod ay ang annotated evidence of practice na nagpapakita ka ng mabuting pag-uugali, respeto at integridad bilang isang guro sa kapwa guro. Pwede rin ang screenshot of text message or group chat as form of communication with your parents or learners. Pwede rin ang remarks ng ating school head or master teacher about our qualities, and kung may certificate of recognition kayong natanggap from your school or community about exhibiting your good qualities. Next, we have Objective 18. Set professional development goals, same to last year na nakalagay sa Objective 11 that talks about developing a personal improvement plan and ongoing professional learning. Isa sa mga MOVs na pwedeng gamitin ay ang ating updated IPCRFDP or yung development plan for phase 2, mid-year review form or MRF, or certification from the ICT coordinator or school head ng ating ESAT. And the last is Craft 5, which is the plus factor. We have the last but not the least objective, number 19. Perform various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching-learning process. Dito, madali lang dahil ang kailangan natin if may mga hawak ang coordinatorships is your designation paper. At kung halimbawa naman ay napasali ka sa mga nagko-contextualize during the crafting ng mga learning activity sheets and nag-participate ka during the audio podcast or radio-based lesson, meron kang certificate. So, pwede mo yung isama dito as your MOV. And that's all for our portfolios for this school year 2021 to 2022. Hoping na nakatulong itong video ito para mapadali ang pag-prepare and pag-accomplish mo ng iyong RPMS portfolio. Good luck mga kaguro! Happy teaching everyone!